Do you have a loved one in the late stages of dementia, or will have a loved one in the late stages of dementia, and you want to be able to connect with them and do things with your loved one in their last days, but you feel like doing that is going to be impossible? In this video, I'm going to share with you a meaningful activity that you can do with your loved one in the later stages, and some stories that will help illustrate how this is possible for you, so that when your loved one is at the later stages of the disease, you can still feel like you can have that connection and that bond with them in their last days and create memories with them that will help you and last a lifetime. Welcome to Dementia Success Path. This is the place where we talk about creative tips, non-medication approaches, and get support so that we can find success on our path as a caregiver. Now, if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when the videos are going to be coming out. And comment down below if your loved one is in a late stage, or just comment a heart so that you can support our folks that have some late stage dementia. Now, with that being said, let's jump right into the video. By the time we get to late stage dementia, the only memories that are left standing are usually ones from way back in our childhood, if we're lucky. So if you are wanting to connect with your loved one that has late stage dementia, thinking back on songs that they listened to when they were young or their parents may have sung to them is a great place to start when it comes to reaching into their memories and being able to bring them back to you. And I'm going to share with you a few stories that will help you be able to see how it's possible for you and your loved one to connect in a meaningful way, even in the late stages. A good example of this is a movie called Coco. Maybe some of us watched it with our grandkids or our kids, or maybe a niece or nephew, something along those lines. But in this scene, Coco is a woman in very late stages of dementia. She is nonverbal. She no longer is able to communicate or even move that much.
Mama Coco.
It's only when he starts to play a familiar song that her father had written for her years and years ago that she started to awaken.
Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you, the only way that I can be.
That she started to even speak normally to her daughter and her grandson for a very short time.
Elena, what's wrong, Mika?
Nothing, Mama. Nothing at all.
My papa used to sing me that song.
And while this seems like it could be too good to be true, I have actually seen this happen in real life. It is amazing what our loved ones can do with the power of music. Something I have personally witnessed in real life, very similar to this, is there was a lady who was screaming bloody murder. Oh my goodness. And just out of pure desperation, one of my colleagues started singing back her screams to her. And to our amazement, she sang it right back to us. So I decided to test it a little bit further. She's a Spanish-speaking lady, so I started singing Bésame mucho. I started singing Bésame, bésame mucho. And to my amazement, she started singing the rest of the song, word for word. Mind you, this is a woman that was not verbal before. It was craziness. But what's so encouraging is a story like hers isn't rare. It's not a rare thing. It is something that if you know what to do and you make attempts and you know the person, it is something you can absolutely do. Have you seen the documentary Alive Inside? If you haven't, it's a beautiful documentary about a healthcare worker coming in and discovering that old iPods and personalized playlists make a huge impact on late stage dementia folks. I'm going to play a clip that went completely viral online on this transformation of this gentleman named Henry when he is introduced to this meaningful activity.
And he used to always sit on the unit with his head like this. He didn't really talk to much people. And then when I introduced the music to him, this is his reaction ever since.
The effect of this doesn't stop, because when the headphones are taken off, Henry, normally mute and virtually unable to answer the simplest yes or no questions, is quite voluble.
The reason why he reacted to music the way that he did is because music is something that is the very last thing to go. And the reason that it is the very last thing to go with somebody that has dementia is that it requires all systems of the brain to completely understand. There's hope to be had because as a board-certified music therapist, I know that stories like Henry's aren't rare. It's something that you can create every day. If you want to take away anything from this video, it is this, that even in the late stages of dementia, your loved one is still in there. And with a tool like music, you can be able to coax them out and get a little piece of who they were before all this happened, even if it's for a short moment. Because by the time we get towards the end and towards their last days, what's the most important is being able to connect with them, to be able to hold their hand and have them be able to look into your eyes and have them know that you are with them. Those are the memories that you are going to cherish and that you are going to take with you through the grieving process and for the rest of your life. So if you like this video and you want more, I have a free PDF guide down below. And again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.